topic talking about this kind of mesh analysis to find out V output and I output here. You can find out V output and I output, and there is an IT, that means a current source, and the equation of current source is given here. And there is 1000 T means that's omega, and the 5 is the IM, maximum current. First of all, just convert the equations to the frequency domain form. I have discussed largely many times, and you should really read it out. You should not only read, but also you should check out the video that how you could convert a circuit on the time domain to the frequency domain and whatsoever. So you should keep on mind how to solve it. Now looking about it, after solving this, you want to find out V output, that means 10 milliampere, 10 millihenry. So that will be J10 J omega, as you know, J omega L. That will be, first of all, finding out the frequency domain, that will be J omega L, where omega is equal to 1000, and that is 10 milli. So just finding out this, 1000 means omega, and 10 milli means that will be into 10 into 10 to the power minus 3. So after calculating it, these two terms has been that will diminish itself, and you will find out 10. So J10 I naught. That's pretty much mathematical operations, and if you know these things, you need not to go through to another details. After that, you can finding out the same thing. There's the voltage and there's the phasor part. You know how to multiply these two phasors, and then make it to the time domain. So that will be Vm sine omega t plus 45 degree. That's like this. That's volts. And if you find out I naught, that you can find out like this. Same situations are here. Just to find out the I naught, that means this, and there will be Im sine omega t minus 45 degree. Similarly, you can finding out these two things from the equation. Now looking forward to the key points of nodal analysis. So first of all, don't forget to consider the 3 steps of analyzing the circuit. So that is the basic steps. I have told you several times, many more times, and you should be very careful while watching the video of in the third week. I have again say, and every time I say, to solve this, first of all you have to consider 3 steps. How to convert the circuit to time domain to frequency domain, or whatever else that I have told you before. Then you have to select a reference node and assign with voltages such as V1, V2, VA, VB. I have told you that a junction where the current divides itself, that are known as the nodes, and reference node where the ground resides, where the 0 volt, we consider 0 volt. You can easily find out the node itself. Okay, then you have to apply Kirchhoff's current law in that node, because we know that in node that the current just passes through with its branches. Then we have to solve the equation. It's like this. Okay, for dependent sources, now there are some issues are there. Just looking forward to it. Just look at it. For dependent current sources, treat each dependent current source like an independent source when Kirchhoff's current law is applied to each defined node. That means while analyzing in nodal analysis or mesh analysis, dependent source are considered as independent source. Okay, and however, once the equations are established, substitute the equation for the controlling quantity to ensure that the unknowns are limited solely to the chosen nodal voltages. That means once the equations are established, substitute the equation to the controlling quantity to ensure. That means you have to just make a solution of 2 equations, 2 unknown equations. That means it will be V1, V2, V3, whatever else. First of all, find out three equations, just like the xyz equations or xy equations. You solve xy equations in mathematics. These type of things should be applied in finding out the nodal voltages or mesh currents, whatever else that might be. And looking forward to this practice problem, you can see I have told you several times. First of all, just mark the nodal, just mark the reference node. Below there is a ground, so that will be the reference node, 0 volt. And upper hand, when the current just divide itself, so this junction is known as the node 1, and then again the current has been divided in this junction, so it is known as a V2. Just mark these things and just calculate it as it follows. Okay, just they have convert this equation to the frequency domain. That means 2 ohms, j minus j 2.5 ohms, where you can find out the ohms. If it is the ohms, there is no problem to solve the equation. If that has not been given, so you have to convert it. Okay, then it has been made to 10 0 degree. That means you have to make it to the phasor form. You can look at here that V1 is in small letter. Now V1 is in capital letter. That means the total circuit has been converted to the frequency domain. Got it? Now do whatever else. That means branches has been given, the branches to the current has been divided in 3 parts, 2 parts, whatever else, and you can easily find out by applying Kirchhoff's current law. There is a 10 ampere has been go through to this node, and that has been 2 parts. So with V1 divided by 2 ohms, then V1 minus V2 divided by this, you can find out like the another nodes like this. So I have told you several times, the node analysis, the super node analysis, whatever else it might be. So considering these equations,